you were there. I remember some of you there for sure. Give me a me. I would love to know what did you learn from the session? How did you like it? Any feedback you want to share? And of course, I would assume to be a regular with it now. If you found value in it, I'm sure you will make time to be there every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, 8 to 8:30. We put out a very important and interesting insight in the space of leadership and spirituality. So let me quickly grab some of the comments you all have shared here. I'm going to change my company value board now. Akhilesh, go for it, man. So happy to hear that. Absolutely. You know, it is one of my most favorite workshops to conduct for core teams. Like, I look forward for organizations to invite me to say, please help us create a vision and value statement, because it's such a profound work, because it's a building block, a foundation for the organization to grow 10x. So absolutely go ahead and do that. Wonderful. Girish, you were there. Wow, so many of you were there. Amazing. Ambili, Jairam, Jaya. Wow, Akhilesh, wonderful. Thank you. Naresh, Sridhar. Wow, you have some appetite to learn, all of you. I'm so impressed. And today is almost like a 1.5 hours session. So I'm sure you're sitting hydrated, all set to learn the skill set and the mindset that will help you to grow 10x, will help you to get to your next level of leadership towards becoming a transformational leader. Are you ready? Give me a ready in the chat. Ready? Give me a ready, ready, ready. How ready are you? Let me see how ready you are. I can see you sitting with your notebooks, and I love that. Wonderful. Yeah, Amelie, writing a lot of notes. Have you filled a few pages already? Yes? Yes? Super. Wonderful. I'm going to give you a quick recap so that you can grab anything that you've missed out. We've been talking about the importance of structure. We've been talking about the importance of leadership. We've understood what does it take to become a transformational leader, before which we understood what is leadership and what it is not. The 3 presumptions that we have about leadership, and then the 5 levels of leadership. And then we understood that the plan towards becoming a transformational leader, the one who knows how to be value-oriented, starts with us transforming ourselves. We need to learn how to think, lead, and grow 10x. How to think like a transformational leader, how to lead like one, and how to grow ourselves and our teams 10x. Right? For that, we need to work on 2 pillars, the skill set and the mindset. We also created a visual. That cover page on Forbes magazine is serious work that you have done, knowing that visual creates commitment. And we also learned the 4 destroyers of career. Remember that? Give me that in the chat. Tell me, what are the 4 destroyers of career? Something that can totally bulldoze all your hard work if you're not mindful of it. If you don't drop these practices, these habits, it can totally take away all the results that you have been working towards. Blaming others, procrastination, making excuses, and there's one more to go. And let's see who gets it first. What's the 4th one? Learning by default, Sandeep. Absolutely. Here is a virtual chocolate coming your way, okay? For answering this question first. Yes, learning by default needs to be replaced with learning by design. And when you're learning by design, what are the 3 resources you need to invest? Let's see how many of you remember that. The 3 resources you need to invest if you are learning by design: time, effort, and money, right? All 3 are required. So when you're making your learning strategy, you need to create a learning budget. And then you need to understand how much time and effort are you willing to put in, and it needs to be put in the right direction. Only effort being put in is not enough unless it is put in the right direction. And that is the direction that we are going to get a lot more clarity on today. So tell me, how many of you have done your homework? Say done in the chat. I have a long list of scores ready for you all, which I'm going to share in a short while. Yeah, did the homework? How was it? I'm sure you did it honestly, so I'm not going to ask you if you did it honestly or not, because the answer is a big yes, and I know that. But how was the experience of answering these questions with that level of honesty? You know, just while answering, I'm sure you had some realizations. Is that right? Give me a right in the chat that you were just answering them and, right, this is what I look at. even before you know the scores. You just see the statements and you know, okay, fine, this needs my attention. I'm putting a 2 here, I'm putting a 1 here, right? Wonderful. So that in itself is a takeaway already. And now I'm going to share with you what the results look like. But before that, going back to the recap, we ended our discussion by talking about the 4 skill sets. Remember, what are the 4 skill sets? Can someone tell me in the chat, please? The 4 skills that we need to master to become transformational leaders. What are the 4 skills? Communication. Can you summarize earlier discussion, Ravi? Okay, I was just giving a recap of the learning we've had in the last 2 days. We talked about what leadership is and what it is not, the 5 levels of leadership that takes us towards transformational leadership and what it means, which is being value-oriented. How do you create value? When you learn how to think, lead, and grow like a transformational leader, which is based on 2 important pillars, the skill set and the mindset. And like you all rightly said, the skill set are the 4 C's. Critical thinking, which helps you to think like a transformational leader, communication and collaboration, which helps you and teaches you how to lead like a transformational leader, and creativity, which helps you to grow 10x as a transformational leader does. These are the 4 skills that we need to learn. And now I want to substantiate this with some research so that you can develop your own independent reason for investing your time in these 4 C's. Why? Because we don't have 10,000 hours to learn 1 skill. Is that right? Yeah, Mitesh? 10,000 hours means even if you invest 2 hours a day, Batul, 2 hours, huh? Do the math and you will realize that that means 14 years. 10,000 hours divided by 2 is 5,000 days. 5,000 days divided by 365 days is 14 years. And we don't have 14 years to invest in 1 skill, which means we need to be very mindful of what needs to be learned. Is that right? What needs to be learned is a very, very important question to answer. The next important question is who to learn it from. And all this is part of your learning strategy, by the way. What do I need to learn? Who should I learn it from? And how? How should I go about learning it? These are the elements of your learning strategy. So let's start with why before I get to the what. Why these 4 C's? Why should we focus on these 4 C's? So I want you to leverage on a lot of extensive research that we have done in this space of leadership, where we come to believe that this report reflecting on the competencies that we're looking in C-suite openings, which means CXO level, is not restricted only to CXOs. Any senior level position today that people are being hired for, the HR department and the organizations are looking at a very different skill for these people today. It's no more about how well you manage financials and resources. Today, it's about how good you are with your social skills. And what has caused this change? Many reasons, many reasons. Number 1, automation. Any other skills, one being effective communication. So the more we automate, the more we need to learn effective communication. Am I audible to everyone? Give me a thumbs up if I am. I'm going to stop sharing the screen to confirm if I'm audible to you. Am I audible? Yes? Okay. So somebody's raised a concern in the chat. Please check your connection. I'm going to go back to the study here. So this research says that the reasons why social skill is becoming more important than skills like financial and material resource management is because of automation taking over. It's because the productivity today hinges on communication, especially for large, complex, and skill-intensive enterprises, which are pretty much your entire manufacturing industry, IT, industry. The third reason, today, at a CXO level, You don't get the prep time we used to get earlier. You know, press releases used to be planned much before. पहले हमें पता होता था 3 महीने के बाद एक press release है, या ये month end या quarter numbers जब release होंगे, then there is a press release. So we knew when to expect that mode of communication, and we had enough time to prepare ourselves. Today, everything is happening real time. You need to be on your feet, think on your feet, speak on your feet if you are a senior management resource. And that's the reason why your social skills have become a lot more important than your ability to manage finance or material resources. The last reason, and of course, it's not the last in the list because there are many other, but another important reason is diversity. Diversity in terms of geography, in terms of the background people have, right, in terms of their perspectives, the mental state, all of that has become very, very critical. And we need to learn as CXOs how to create an inclusive environment. Because remember, if you want to be exclusive, you need to be inclusive first. And if I were you, I would write that statement down in bold, like in caps, that if I want to be exclusive, an exclusive leader who wants to stand out, I need to learn how to be inclusive first. That's how important it is for us to look at our social skills. So what are these social skills? It's a summation of these 4 C's again. Communication, communicating information to the team and all stakeholders. Collaboration, building and overseeing teams. Critical thinking, identifying and solving problems. And creativity, facilitating the exchange of ideas. And that's the reason why I want you to focus on these 4 C's. Let's put the last nail in to the why of the skills we need, right? Let's look at one more resource, another very relevant resource, very credible resource. This is World Economic Forum's list of top 10 skills of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at these 10, you will realize that very easily you will be able to categorize them under the 4 C's. The 5th one is technology. Other than technology, all other skills mentioned here are nothing but the 4 C's once again. Let's look at it. Critical thinking and innovation, what is that? Analytical thinking and innovation is critical thinking and creativity. Active learning and learning strategies, which by the way, I'm teaching you as complimentary in this 3 days program. If you're listening to me carefully, you've already started learning a lot about building learning strategies. Complex problem solving. What is that? Critical thinking. Critical thinking and analysis, critical thinking. Creativity, originality and initiative, creativity. Leadership and social influence, collaboration. Technology, monitoring and control, technology. Technology design and programming, technology. Resilience, stress tolerance and flexibility, creativity and collaboration. Reasoning, problem solving and ideation, critical thinking and... Are you getting the point here? Are you understanding why these 4 C's now? Was the screen not clear? I was reading it out for you, so don't worry. We will put these 10 skills list in your WhatsApp group. Is that okay? If that helps in any way, though I read every single one of them, right? Basically, the moral of the story is that when we look at any credible and relevant source, which can help us to be relevant for tomorrow, which we need to be, right, Tarun? You could be a rock star till today, but tomorrow the ask might be very different. It's already happening. Already. Even if forget people, you look at the technology being developed. It's developed keeping in mind that it's going to get obsolete in max 2 years. The smartphones are getting obsolete in every 2 years. Is that right? The same company is coming up with another version to make their own previous version obsolete. It's not just a marketing stunt. It is the ask of the customer. That is the pace at which the world is going. Are you catching up with the pace? What are you doing to stay relevant is a very important question. And let me tell you, don't get swayed by your performance rating as you see it today. Because the criteria of that rating is going to shift before you know. It will change before it is told to you. You will be informed when you see that coming down as a reason why. And we don't want that to happen, right? We don't want to get from an A to a B or whatever your rating scale is and then realize why. I'm telling you why. It will happen if you don't proactively get on with your learning. Learning that will help you to stay relevant tomorrow. Whether you have 1 year of experience or 51 years of experience, you need to do what you need to do to stay relevant. Irrespective of your amazing work done so far, if you're not learning what needs to be learned, very soon you will not be needed in the system. And as I was sharing with you my own experience, we had to let go of few very veterans, as we call them, with some of the clients that I work closely with, because we needed to optimize the team and prepare them for the goals, the 10x goals that we have created for the team. So when I work closely with the managing directors, we also get into the business plan, the sales plan, and we have these discussions where it's not my suggestion, but the CEO's realization of who to let go. And I'm telling you, the people who are being asked to go are the people who have been loyal, who have served the company for many years. It's a very difficult decision for the CEO also. Be mindful of that, right? There's such a strong connection, right? In 3 days, I feel some connection with you all. I don't know if you do, but I do. Like I've seen you on the screen, especially those who have seen all 3 days, Batul, Nikhil, Tarun, Mitesh. There is a connection here, right? Is that right? And even though it is a bit of a monologue, I'm the one talking, but I see you there and there is a connection. Imagine working for 10 years, 15 years, and then letting go those people. Not easy. But we have to make some tough decisions as leaders, because we need to be mindful of taking the organization to the next level, for which, what do we need? We need people who are relevant today and will be relevant tomorrow as well. Hence, learning strategy becomes one of the top skills today. You need to know what to learn. So when it comes to skill that is required for you to become transformational leaders, these 4 C's is where the buck stops. A lot of other skills can be a subset of these 4, by the way. But when we start learning this, we will learn it from the ground up. We will learn it from the theory of it. Why? Because the theory has not been taught to us. Is that right? How many of you had communication as a subject in your school? Say me or not me in the chat, please. Communication, not English, not any other language, but communication. No, Elizabeth, right? We didn't have no. But we are supposed to do what? We are supposed to effectively communicate. English is not enough. Hindi is not enough. Effective communication is needed. But वो तो सिखाया ही नहीं किसी ने, right? तो वो सीखना पड़ेगा. And अगर सीखना है तो basic से ही शुरू करना पड़ेगा. We need to start from the alphabets, then form the words, then learn the grammar. Like how you've learned any skill, you will learn communication within the same manner. Because once you learn the theory, then your foundation is strong, isn't it? You know the concepts, then you can build easily on it. You can keep adding finesse to your communication. But before that, we need to learn what makes communication effective. What is collaboration? What is critical thinking process? What does critical thinking mean? Fun fact. 62% of global CEOs lack critical thinking ability. Did you know that? Imagine the impact of this. Imagine the impact of this stat. They are right at the top of the helm, okay? Their decision is impacting 5,000 or 50,000 other people in the organization, correct? So if they've not learned critical thinking, you can imagine how compromised their ability is to make decisions that they're supposed to make. Are you getting the gravity of the situation here, Malvika? Right? And they sign on the dotted line without working on their ability to do it the best way possible. That is where responsibility comes in, right? As an individual, being responsible to upgrade and upskill ourselves so that we can do justice to our roles. It is not just for our ego that we should become a CXO. It comes with a huge responsibility. Isn't it? Is that right? Any position, any authority will also have its own responsibility attached to it. How responsible are you about the power that you desire to have? How prepared are you? How ready are you? Is a question you must ask yourself. So now, before I go deeper into what you need to learn about the 4 C's, let us look at our leadership quotient. Result time, report card time. Okay? Yeah, let's kind of lighten up a little bit after this very, very serious talk, because I need to talk seriously with you. This is a serious matter, your growth, and not just 2x, 10x growth. So we've got to be serious. And it is again your responsibility to be here and grab every single thing I'm saying in the next 1 hour. Okay, so do what you need to do. Stay hydrated, stand up, sit down, do what you need to do. Put your videos on. It will help tremendously so that you don't miss out on anything that I'm about to share with you today. And it's very, very important and relevant information coming your way. All right, so let's start with the report card. Now, what I'm going to show you on the screen is your leadership quotient. Will it be fun to know your leadership quotient? Your LQ, there is an IQ, there is an EQ, and now we have an LQ. And of course, this is not a psychometric, let me say it once again, but it will give you a fair indication of what is the level of leadership you operate from, right? But that's not it. I have a delight quotient for you. On top of your leadership quotient, I will also give you a split of the 4 C's. What is your score on communication? How good are you with collaboration? How good are you with critical thinking and creativity? So that total score, we have split under the 4 C's. So what you will get in front of your name is 5 numbers. Okay, let's understand this clearly so that we can seamlessly go through it. It's a very long list and I have a lot to share. So we're not going to spend too much time on that. I will roll very quickly. I'll keep scrolling the screen. You need to look out for your name and write down the 5 numbers. So please write down the order in which you will see the 5 numbers so that it's easy for you to write it down. Yeah. The first number against your name is your total score out of 125, which is your leadership quotient. All right, that's your leadership quotient. So that's the first column that you will see, the first number. The second number will be communication score out of 30. The third column is creativity score out of 30. Fourth is critical thinking score out of 30. And fifth is collaboration score out of 30 again. Got it? So your total score, your LQ out of 125. And then the next 4 are communication, creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, all out of 30. Got it? Say got it in the chat. Say got it so that I know you're ready. Got it? Yeah, Triveni, I will tell you what critical thinking means. Let's get to that. When I'll tell you what to learn in critical thinking, I will explain it a bit. All right, got it? Once again, Jaya, 5 numbers you will see in front of your name. First is your LQ, your total score out of 125. The other 4 are out of 30. Your score on communication, creativity, critical thinking, and collaboration. Got it, Jaya? Okay, now, just for fun, I'm curious to know which one out of these 4 C's do you think is your strength? Say S and then write the skill. Okay, S creativity or S communication. Let's have some fun. Okay, let me see how much do you know about yourself, and then we will see what the numbers are saying. So strength is collaboration, communication. Okay, very quickly, give me more. Communication, creativity. Are you writing it down in your notebook? Please write it down. Let's write down what we think and then let's see what the numbers are saying. Okay, that'll be fun. Great, wonderful. Thank you for the response. Let's also write down what do you think will be the weakest for you out of these 4. Which one is the weakest? So say W and the skill name. W communication, W critical thinking, whatever it is for you. Okay, great. So you've got it, right? That my strength is communication and my weakness is creativity. Say if that's the case for you. Have you written it down? If you have, then you are absolutely ready to put your scores down, which means give me a BIO. Bring it on. Bring it on. Yeah, wonderful. See, I'm spoiled by this. Okay, if you say bring it on, I cannot hold it back. I will have to bring it on to you all. And here we go. This is going to be a very quick scroll. So be very, very careful about finding your name here. Try to spot your name, pay attention, and make sure that you have it. Is the screen clear? Is it clear to you all? Can somebody just give me a clear in the chat?
Yes, clear.
Clear. Okay, it's clear for most. Baishali and Malvika, I will try and read it for you. Sushmita, I'll try and read it for you, okay? Namrata, Bayani, Satavahan, Pamini, Tarun Kumar. I'm calling out your name. Please write down your scores. Balasubramani, Ashit, Ashish, Anuj Gandhi, Binesh Menon, Prashant Patil, Thiru, Dominic, Halin, Rahul Nandi, Pramod Kumar, Leshram Singh. Okay, I'm going to scroll further. Deepak Chauhan, Umesh, Jaren, Sudhir, Ayush, Gaurav, Sridhar, Jayachandran, Bharti, Satyanarayan, and I'm scrolling further. Yes, Arun, it's a good suggestion. We will share it on WhatsApp as well, but this will help you to absorb the content even better. So allow me to do this, please. Another 5 minutes. Vishwanath, Vani, Ishita, Amu, Sameer Mehta, Rahul, Nilanjan, Ravi, Jaswinder Singh, Som, Kaushal, Jijesh. Total score is out of 125. It's written here as well, the top row. Scrolling further, Vijay Mohan, Atul Nath, Dinesh Kumar, Prashant Gaikwad, Naresh, Arun, Sandeep Nair, Akhilesh, Asha. If you've got your scores, just say done in the chat so that I know some of you are able to write it down. Please give me a done in the chat. I'm scrolling further from Asha onwards. Wonderful. Done. Many are done. Wonderful. Sushmita, Ashwin, Ume, Nandita, Smita, Ambili, Ifat, MS Thangam, Ambika, Vaishali, Mitesh, Maglin, Jinappa. Please keep putting a done in the chat so that I know you've got your scores. I'm scrolling further from Jinappa onwards. Padma, Rajesh, Dhanashri, Triveni, Vijay Varma, Lamonsang, I hope I got the pronunciation right, Ashok Kumar, Jayarama, Nirali, Sameer Mehta. Give me a done if you've got your scores. I'm scrolling from Sameer Mehta onwards. DK, Parth, Mahesh, Srinath, Harish, Ambika, Ashutosh, Ramdat, Prashant, Kiran, Subhendu, Ashish, Surender, Malvika. I'm scrolling from Malvika onwards. Please give me a done if you've got your scores. Prabhakar, Amitav, Ramesh, Roshni, Devanand, Rajashekhar, Aslam, Nikhil, Jayapal, Bhav, Rohit Bhatia, Netra. I'm scrolling from Netra onwards. Thank you for your patience. Please hold the space for your batchmates and other leaders. Let them make a note of their scores as well. I absolutely appreciate your patience. Manoranjan, Surendra, Sunil, Dhakshayani, if I've got it right, Deepak, Sandeep, Ravi, Girish, Elizabeth, Sudha, Krishna, Dilya. Okay, I'm going to scroll further. We will share this sheet on WhatsApp as well. So don't worry. If you're not able to see it clearly, you will get it on WhatsApp. Yeah, we will share it. HK Singh, Sarikonda, Manoranjan, Batul, Jayant, Rajiv, Jordan, Abdul Khan, and Anuj Jain. Whew. All right, and with that, we complete the list and the scores. And I hope you've been able to put your scores down. You've noted your scores so that we can have a little discussion on what it looks like. If your name is missing, Sneha, and if you have shared it before 4 o'clock, then just reach out to Dharini and she'll make sure that you know your scores. All right, we will share it on WhatsApp, so don't worry. If it is not shared, it will be shared, so don't worry. As long as you've sent it before today's session, that's important. After that, obviously, we won't be able to evaluate now. Okay, so those who've made a note of it, let's have a little chat with you. Your 4 C's. Is the highest among the 4 the same as what you thought was your strength? You understand the question? So the highest was communication and you thought that was, your guess was that communication is my strength. So is it the same or different? Reverse. Dinesh is reverse. Wonderful. No for Akhilesh. Yes for Ambili. Wonderful. No, Ravi, right? Turns out to be my lowest, Sandeep. See, wonderful. So this is, what does this tell you? What does this tell us? That we probably don't know our own strengths as well as we think we do. Do you agree? Give me agree in the chat. And that's why self-assessment is important. That's why having a coach or mentor is important. That's why reflection is important. Because it helps you to understand yourself a lot more and better than your own assumptions of what your strengths are, who you are, what are your weaknesses. Right? Now let's look at the total score. How many of you are happy with the total score or not so happy? Happy, not so happy? No? Happy, not so happy? Not so happy? Happy? Even if you're happy, can you be happier? I'm sure you will be if you get to your next level. Is that right? So what I'm going to do next is tell you the range for us to know the level at which we operate most of the times. That's important. So I'm going to put a quote unquote there. Most of the times, this is the level at which I operate. Basis the response on these 25 statements only. Are you ready? Give me a ready in the chat. Are you ready to know at what level do I operate from basis this assessment? Yeah, wonderful. Let's bring it on then. Here is the range. Less than 60 is level 1, transactional leadership. 60 to 90, 90 included is effective leadership level 2. 90 to 110, 110 included is level 3, spiritual leadership. And 110 to 125 is level 4, servant leadership. So once again, less than 60, transactional, 90 or less, effective, level 2, 110 or less, level 3, spiritual, 125 or less, level 4, servant leadership. Got it? Now tell me, which leadership level are you at basis your score? So 90 is level 2. 90 included, right? So that's level 2. Spiritual, effective. Others quickly tell me too. Effective, mostly effective, some spiritual, some effective. Okay, is it the same as what you had guessed on day 1? Remember day 1 we talked about the 5 levels? And I encouraged you to guess which level do you operate from. Many of you said 4, some of you said 5, but many of you said 4. Now I'm curious to know, what are the scores telling you? Do you see yourself at the same level? Is it different? Yeah, you were confused. Absolutely get that, Akhilesh. Absolutely. It's anytime is a good time for us to do a course correction, right? When whatever brings us closer to our reality is a great moment, Effective, same level. Okay. Spiritual, no, it's higher as per the scores. Wow, Jordan, wonderful. That's also needed, no? Sometimes we pull ourselves down and we sometimes need to know the reality. And that kind of helps us to understand our strengths better. Higher, same level. Super. All right. Irrespective, how many of you are willing and committed to get to your next level? Say me in the chat. Because I need both. I need willingness as well as commitment. Willingness alone is not enough. And commitment alone will not be sustainable if you're not willing. Willing is not enough if you're not committed. Commitment means discipline. Commitment means doing what you know you need to do even when you don't feel like doing it. And I'm going to emphasize on this feel like. Because as leaders, we need to learn one thing. We can acknowledge our feelings. We should acknowledge our feelings, right? Whatever that feeling is. But we can't allow ourselves to get carried away with it. Are you with me? Like, I don't feel like doing this session today, so let me make an excuse and wriggle out of it. That's not leadership quality. So what would a leader do? A leader would say, yeah, I don't feel like doing this right now, but you know what? I've committed. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what I always do. I get up, I dress up, and I show up. So let's write this down in your notebook, like in caps. Get up, dress up, show up. No matter how you feel, because you have committed to be a leader, you will always remember this. You will always remember to get up, dress up, and show up for your commitment, no matter how you feel. We will not give in to our feeling in the name of freedom, in the name of ABC, XYZ, right? We feel, we acknowledge, and we still do what we need to do. And that's what I need you to show for your learning as well. Just because you don't have a teacher in your life does not mean you don't take your learning seriously, because teachers don't give us that option now. वो डांट के पढ़ा के छोड़ेंगे, but we've left them behind now in school. Now we need to invite a teacher in life. We're not given one. How easy was life in school, right? You would just have one teacher after another coming and taking up subjects. You wouldn't have to put your mind to it. You don't have to go out looking for it. But today, if you're committed to your learning, you need to go out and look for that teacher, that mentor, that coach who will keep you on track with your learning. And that's really, really important. Let me tell you, I am a coach and I have a coach, and my coach has a coach. And I have mentors too, because those who are serious about growing 10x will definitely go seeking for mentors and coaches. There's just no other way. It will take forever for us to get to the next level. If somebody has figured it out and many others have followed the path, then why do I have to reinvent the wheel? I'm just going to follow the path too. I need to find that learning source, that mentor, that coach. I encourage you to do that. Invite, and not one, multiple coaches, because different coaches will bring, throw light on different aspects of your life. Different mentors will teach you different things. Are you with me? So you need to, whatever you want to excel in, wherever you want 10x growth, you need to find a mentor or a coach to help you get there faster. With that said, let's get ready to learn what within the 4 C's should we learn first, the building block. All right, ready? So give me a BIO. If you're ready, then give me a BIO. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. So if you're ready, then so am I. Let me take you through what needs to be learned in these 4 C's. Make a note of this, please. And I'm going to very quickly take you through it so that we can also get to the mindset. We're talking about skill set. I want to take you to the mindset as well, how to shift your mindset to become a transformational leader. So let's look at the skill set. What do we need to learn to master communication? Start from the lowest here, okay? The foundation of this pyramid, this triangle, is P, which is what? Process. We have to first learn the process, the right way to communicate effectively. How can I learn about my strengths and weaknesses within communication? Right now, you saw at a leadership level, right? Now I'm saying within communication, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. You need to learn that. That's the first part. Then learn how to apply communication process and converse for impact. And then we will add effectiveness to it. Enhance the effectiveness of communication and use the same to prepare myself as an effective leader. So effectiveness is icing on the cake. The foundation is the process, the theory, very important. Then applying the theory, then making it more effective. And that will be the approach for all 4 C's. Collaboration. What is collaboration? Please don't assume that you know it. If I had the time, I would quiz you on that. And I can bet my life on the fact that more than 50% of people here in our batch itself will not get it right. Why? Because collaboration was never taught. We have just figured it out through assumptions, like everything else. So we need to learn what is collaboration. How can I know if I have the traits of a good collaborator? Let me tell you. If I put out 10 traits of people that holds them back from being a good collaborator, I can assure you that each one of you will have at least 4 to 5 of these traits. Even if collaboration is turned out to be your strength, even if that's the case, you will have at least 3 to 4 of these traits. If I tell you what are the 10 traits that hold us back, because we don't know. We don't know what about our personality, about our nature is holding us back from bringing out our true potential. So that awareness is very important. And you know what happens when we go up the ladder in our career, right? When we become more and more successful, more and more senior, one thing that stops coming to us, which is of tremendous value, is what? Tell me, what is it? Take a guess. What is that one thing that just does not come to us, or it starts trickling down as we go up the ladder? And it's very, very important for us, really important. What is that? Any guesses? Companion, yeah, that's also true. Compassion, Jaya, I'm sure you will make sure that you have that compassion within you no matter what. But what stops coming to us is feedback. Honest feedback. नहीं आता है हमारे पास. क्यों? Because people have a lot to lose. If they honestly tell you how badly you suck, it will have some repercussion on them and maybe their career also, right? So what do? They do sweet talking. What do? We do exactly that with our seniors. No, sir, you're great, sir. Oh, ma'am, you're amazing. You're a transformational leader. And they just have to turn their back for you to speak the truth to other people. And unfortunately, those other people don't care. So this feedback never reaches the one who must know about it so that they can do something about it. Most of the times people want to do nothing about it. No matter how open they think they are, let me tell you, very few people are truly genuinely open to feedback. And even when you are, you don't get enough of it. So then what do? How do you keep growing? And not just growing 2x, again, growing 10x. How do you do that? You will have to work on self-awareness. Self-awareness. Being more aware. In these 3 days, you have developed another level of awareness. Do you agree? Give me agree in the chat if you think that your self-awareness has improved in just these 3 days. Say agree in the chat if you think so, if you feel so, right? Now, how have we done that? We have created windows in this program, right? We have created very consciously some tools, some techniques, some conversation, some reflection for you to go deeper within. This is what we need to do. This is how we grow as leaders. So in collaboration, you've got to go deeper to understand what are the traits that are stopping me from being a good collaborator. How do I apply collaboration to achieve results and grow exponentially? You will always hear me talk about exponential growth because I have experienced that in my life. And that's what I want to offer to everybody I get in touch with. It just enhances the quality of your life if you focus on the moon. And you know that when you are getting there, you will at least get the stars. There is so much fulfillment in that attitude than to just take one step at a time and one step at a time and 10% a year and 10% a year. We don't have those many years in life as we think we do. So let's plan exponential growth. Let's prepare ourselves for exponential growth. And when you learn the application, then we learn the effectiveness, right? Building collaboration as our strength. What do we need to do for that? The third skill, critical thinking. Now, what is critical thinking? Critical thinking is the ability to balance your emotions and logic. Critical thinking helps you to distinguish facts from assumptions or opinions. When we make statements with a lot of authority, a lot of conviction, So when we become conscious leaders, when we become conscious learners, we need to question the source of that statement. Where is it coming from? Yeah, BJP should win. Okay, BJP should win the next election. Why do I have this opinion? Is it an opinion? Is it an assumption? How did I create this opinion? Oh, I was talking to 2 friends and they both are very close friends and they both believe that BJP is the right party to take over. And so I formed an opinion. Trust me, we do this all the time. Most of the things that we have opinion on is created in a very futile, frivolous manner. There is no depth to it. There is no work behind it. Critical thinking teaches you how to think in a critical manner, how to go deeper, how to reach out to multiple sources before you create your own opinion, how to distinguish what is a fact, what is an assumption, what is an opinion, and then draw conclusions. So there are many models available for you to learn critical thinking. I use a model which I think is the most powerful, and I will teach you that if you agree to take this learning up with me. But that's what critical thinking means. When you have to learn critical thinking, it starts with understanding what it is. How does it help in creating a balance between our mind and emotions? And then how can I apply critical thinking to help in problem solving and making decisions, which is the most important application for critical thinking. It is used to make decisions and solve problems. And then we come to practical ways in which I can develop the ability to think in a critical manner. This is what we need to learn about critical thinking. You move to the last one, which is creativity, mastering creativity. How do you do that? Again, starting with the process. Let me tell you, anybody can be creative. Even if you have forever thought that you're not a creative person because you can't draw, you don't have sense of colors. I'm one of them, by the way. I can barely draw a circle, but that does not mean I'm not creative. I have curated lots of courses, about 37 on my website today, right? That takes creativity. Putting a workshop such as this requires creativity. Do you agree? How to share the concepts that I want to share to add value to you also requires creativity. How to prepare these PPTs so that they're easy to understand also requires creativity. There's creativity everywhere in everything you do. No matter how serious or boring your industry is, you need creativity to be able to do more justice and bring more to the table. More what? More value. More value to the table. That's what value-oriented leadership means. So whatever helps us to add more value. One of the many things that will help you to do that is to be more creative. Can that be learned? The answer is yes. So what do you need to learn first? What does creativity mean in my business context? How is creativity different from innovation? How can I apply creative thinking process in a day-to-day task? And how can I develop my ability to use creativity at work and in life? This is what you need to learn about the 4 C's. If you're clear about the what and the why so far, then say C in the chat. Crystal clear clarity. That's what I want you to establish. On what? On why the 4 C's and what to learn in the 4 C's. Do you have crystal clear clarity? Yeah, C. Super. We are clear. This in itself is a huge takeaway. You know exactly what needs to be learned. Now, I'm going to share with you my method to help you learn this. And then we will learn about mindset and how to shift the mindset, right? So allow me to share with you my method of teaching you how to go about it. But before that, I'm curious to know, was your time well spent in the last 3 days? Give me a yes in the chat, please. Yes? Akhilesh, some more clarity is coming your way. Don't you worry, I've got you, okay? You stay with me and you will know exactly what to do next. Yeah? So you think the time was well spent? If that's a yes, and if that's a big yes, then tell me, what is your single biggest takeaway from this program so far? And I have a lot more to offer. We are not done. But tell me, what is your single biggest takeaway? One thing that you will never forget after today. You know it. Thank you, Vinay. Tell me, what's that one thing? Mindset, self-evaluation, design learning. Very good, Ashish, wonderful. Avoid excuses. I love that. Avoid default learning. Yes, to keep learning. Proactive, 4 C's. Wonderful. Wonderful. Structured learning. Great. Thank you for the response. Now, tell me, are you already feeling hopeful about your future and excited about implementing these learnings into your life? Because remember, power is in the implementation. We can enjoy learning whatever we are learning, but if you're not going to implement it, there is no value in that at all. So are you already hopeful and excited about bringing this learning into implementation, into practice? Yeah, Amitabh is ready. Wonderful. Jordan, yes. Yes, Sridhar. You ready, Sandeep? Super. So tell me, do you agree that leadership is not about how you want to lead, it's about who you become? It's not about how you want to lead, it's about who you become. Is that what leadership is? Do you agree? Give me agree or disagree in the chat. That leadership is not about how you want to lead, it's about who you become. Agree? Agree? So who do we want to become when we are aiming at transformational leadership? Who do we want to become? We want to become a 10x leader. Please write it down. We want to become a 10x leader, which means what? We need to think 10x, lead 10x, grow 10x. Now I'm going to tell you 3 things that you need to become a 10x leader. And these 3 things are non-negotiable. You need all 3 of them. Number 1, you need the method. You need the method of learning. Number 2, you need a mentor, because 10x growth is not possible without a mentor. Number 3, you need mastermind. What is mastermind? A community of like-minded people who are as mad as you, want to make a difference. They're as crazy as you, want to keep learning forever. They're as ambitious as you and as willing as you to add value to the world around. They have the courage to not just find out the how-tos, but also implement them. Also bring them into their lives. Because a lot of people are out there looking for the how-to videos. Is that right? There is a how-to video for everything. How to sleep on time. I watch it, but I will not sleep on time. How to read a book a day. Okay, I will go through that content too. Maybe like it, thumbs up, but I'm not going to do anything about it. Are you with me? So what's the point in finding the how-to if you're not committed to take the next action? And what helps you to take that action is a mentor by your side and a mastermind around you. A community of like-minded people who will hold you together, who will remind you. Remember, you're the average of 5 people you spend your maximum time with. Now, these 5 people could be people we can't choose because they could be the stakeholders we work with, right, internally. But they can be another set of 5 people we choose. And these are the people we call as mastermind. A community of like-minded people who have committed to a same standard or a similar standard that you have set for yourself. These 3 things are very important when you want to become a 10x leader. Now I'm going to tell you what is my method of getting you there. If you're interested to know, then give me interested in the chat. Are you interested to know what is my method? I am emphasizing on the method, yes, Leshram, but I'm going to emphasize on my method, the method that 5,000 plus people have followed and benefited from. The method that has helped 85% of people to complete the course in the duration that I will share with you in a while and bring it to life. Why? Because this method is easy to apply and it is practical. For me, it's very important that whatever I learn the theory, the concept of it, and it should be learned in a way that I can apply it and then I can improve it. That's my method. And that is the method I'm presenting to you all as well. I call this program as Upskilling Leadership Blueprint, ULB, which comprises of all the 4 modules: communication, critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. Here is the structure that I want to take you through. I will give you master classes on each one of the modules. Every module is for a week, and the master classes will be 3 for every module. So 3 master classes for 1 module, say communication. So 3 master classes on communication so that you understand the concept. The 4th day of that week, there is an industry expert in that particular skill who will talk to you and share their secrets and their method of making this skill their strength. And the 5th day, you have to do some assignment. This is serious work, right? So who are these experts? Let me introduce the experts to you. These are people you cannot get access to. And I can assure you of that. Not only do they charge upwards of 10 lakhs for an hour, you can't even get that hour if you don't know the right people and if you're not lucky enough. And these are the people who put their hand up very humbly to collaborate with me and curate this content together. We 5 have done this together. As much as the master classes is what I present to you using very credible sources internationally, every piece available on the 4 Cs is included in this course. Outside of that, you will learn from the exclusive discussions and interviews that I have with these 4 gentlemen. I'm sure you all know Prahlad Kakkar. He's the ad guru of India. He's talking about creativity with you all. Ashish Vidyarthi, a very popular, famous national award-winning actor, talks about communication. Subramaniam Kusnoor represents India on multiple international platforms. He's a global collaborator and he talks about how to become a collaborator. And Ajinkya Patil, son of D.Y. Patil, chairman of D.Y. Patil Group, talks about how critical thinking has helped him to create an enterprise of his own. So what you will learn in ULB is through 5 coaches, me and these 4 gentlemen. Now, what is the time that you need to invest? And if you don't have that much time, then this course is not for you, right? So the time that I need you to commit to is 1 hour a day. Can you invest 1 hour a day? Give me a yes in the chat. If you can invest 1 hour, just 1 hour a day, Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, chutti. Okay, weekends off. Only for the next 30 days. We will start this program from 1st of December. And every day, I need you to invest 1 hour in your learning. Saturday, Sunday off. Monday to Friday. Your time. Whatever time works for you. This is self-paced learning. So you will decide on your own what is that 1 hour that works best for me. But if you don't have an hour and if you can't commit to it, then this course is not for you. I'm saying this very clearly. Right? You need to do justice to this so that you can get the most out of it. That's the time I need from you, the first resource. 1 hour a day, Monday to Friday. The second thing I need is effort. I'm going to put in effort to meet you every week live for the next 1 month. 1st December till 31st December, we will celebrate Christmas together. We will celebrate New Year together. We will have all that fun and learning at the same time. So once every week, which is Thursday, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time, I will meet you live. Whether all 100 of you come or 10 of you come, doesn't matter. I'm going to show up. And if you're serious about your learning, you will show up too. That 1 hour we will use to go deeper into the content, to take up your questions, to help you come back on track in case you are losing track. If you've gone off track, the entire batch will help you to come back on track. That's community. That's the power of community, right? So that's the effort that I need you to put. 1 hour of learning and joining me live every Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m. The money that you need to invest adds up to a value of 45,996. Any course equivalent of what I'm putting out that you will learn just within 30 days, by the way. Any other course that you pick from a reputed source, whether it is a Harvard or an ISB or any other, is 20 lakh upwards. And I'm putting this course next to all these courses because people who have consumed the course have said that this is nothing less than the Harvard courses that we have done. We have Harvard graduates who've done ULB. We have a professor from IIM Ahmedabad who's done ULB. We have the placement officer of ISB who's done ULB. I can give you their names. They're part of my community and they've learned from this course. So it's a certified course which gives you practical and world-class content, expert views, which are the 4 coaches other than me, practice through assignments, and an exclusive ebook that I have curated on Future of Leadership. It is an eye-opener which comes to you at the end of the program, right? And this value is absolutely fair in terms of the value you will get from the course. And yet, we are giving it at a throwaway price of just 4,999 so that you start getting into the habit of investing in your learning. Now, this is a steal. And I want you to decide right away that you're going to dive in if you're serious about learning. Otherwise, it is just another collection of how-tos, right? So 4,999 plus taxes is all you need to invest, after which you will get a lot of bonuses, a lot of support, and a lot of serious, relevant, applicable content, which will help you to master the 4 skills that I talked about. How will you get that? There are some bonuses which will help you to stay on track. So number 1, I'm going to meet you every week, Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m., right? I will take up your questions. It's like reading a book along with the author, right? So I've curated this program and I will be there to take up any questions that you have, anywhere you're getting stuck. Every Thursday we will meet and keep learning and learn more. The second is you have lifetime access to the course. Okay, you have lifetime access. Even though I'm insisting that you complete it in a month's time, you will have the content with you for a lifetime. But if you complete it the way I'm telling you, you will get a lot more from the program, right? The power is in the structure. Third bonus is a free upgrade. Any upgradation to the course will be available to you complimentary. Number 4, if you are an Android user, then you can download SBY Academy app and you can learn on the move, on the go, right? Wherever you are, you can just access the content through your phone using the app. And number 5 is access to SCL Mastermind. SCL Mastermind is a mastermind community that I have been nurturing for over 2 years. It has more than 460 members today, and each one of them is a senior leader like you all from various industries. I didn't know when I created this community that it's going to change lives. Honestly, I'm telling you. I thought, well, let's just create a community and talk about leadership because I love talking about leadership and I can go on talking about it forever. And in the process, people will learn. But it turned out to be a life-changing platform for people. There are no charges to be an SCL mastermind, but no money can buy the membership either. It is only by invitation and it can only be open to those who are serious about their learning. So when you take up ULB, you prove that seriousness to me, and so we extend SCL Mastermind community to you. Allow me a moment to share a very heartwarming message that one of the masterminds has shared with me after we celebrated our second anniversary in October this year. Are you okay to listen to what she has to say about this SCL Mastermind community? Give me a BIO in the chat because it's a very personal message. And I feel that comfort to share it with you. And I want you to respect that, right? She's opening her heart and sharing what she's received as an SCL mastermind. Of course, she's done ULB. She's done every course that I've ever put out, needless to say. But let's hear from her what has been her experience with SCL Mastermind becoming an SCL Mastermind herself.
Everyone, and I'm sending a small video because I was not able to speak when Yukti took my name as being one of the 5X masterminds. You all know how much I love to talk, so I didn't want to miss up this opportunity of speaking. It's been an honor. It's been a learning experience all this 2 years, and I was like surprised, shocked that 11 times I've won it. It's all because of Yukti. It's all because of Yukti, and it's all because of Yukti. Because what I am today, I've changed. I've changed completely. 30 years of working. I always felt I know everything. But learning is a lifelong process, and I am the first one to always see my own mistakes. So whenever I have talked to Yukti, she has corrected me, she has evolved me completely, and this reflections on in the group, they have made me think, they have made me do deep diving. Right now I'm so excited, I'm not able to speak. A person जिसको बोलना अच्छा लगता है वो बोल नहीं पा रहा है. All I can say is communication skills, self-awareness, being focused. These are small things that we always aspire to be. And all these things all together, all the learnings, all the different various topics, they have helped me not just see myself, not just check in myself, but also try to imbibe that in my child. I had lots of problems, but today I can say many of those problems are gone, many of them, and it's all thanks to for me, Yukti is not just a teacher. I don't have any words to describe her. She is for me almighty, literally. Thank you so much, Yukti. I will always not just love you but cherish you for my life. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Isn't that straight from the heart? Like every time I hear this, I just kind of get goosebumps. How much can people be open to learning, and how they can open their heart and extend their gratitude, for someone who's been able to help them put some pieces together in life. And let me tell you something. When you work towards your professional growth, your personal life will definitely blossom. You cannot create a distinction. You cannot say that I'm going to grow professionally and personal is a different story. It's you, the same Atul who goes to work, the same Atul who comes back, changes into shorts and relaxes with his family. So when Atul becomes a better leader there, he becomes a better father here, he becomes a better husband, a better son. It just has to happen. The byproduct of leadership is visible in every relationship of your life. If the relationships are not in place, work on your leadership and you will see improvement in your relationships. I can promise you that. whether you do this with me as your coach or any which way, you find your own method if this method doesn't work for you. But you must work on your ability to lead. And then you will see how everything else starts making a lot more sense, how every other relationship starts blossoming. So what do we do in SEL Mastermind? It's such a simple format. Every alternate day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we put out a reflection, which makes people think about one particular leadership skill that you will learn. By the way, this is over and above the 4 C's that you're learning from ULB. Are you getting it? So ULB is a lot of content learning for application and practical use. In SEL Mastermind, you will learn through reflection. And this will elevate your self-awareness to another level. So what do you need to do? You just need to reflect upon the question that comes in the morning at 8 o'clock on alternate days and put your sharing in the group. That's it. That's all you need to do. So when you become a ULB member, when you become a part of my tribe, my community, we will tell you more about what needs to be done on SEL Mastermind. So we're going to have an orientation program for all ULB registered participants, where I will tell you more about what is the course, what will it look like, what do you have to do, all that detail I will share on 1st of December at 7 p.m. Right? That's your orientation slot. That's when the journey begins. So how many of you are ready to start this journey with me from 1st December onwards? Give me a ready in the chat. Of course, we have the details here. Subhadeep has shared the details as well. So you can click on this and register and ensure that you're there. I want to see how many of you are ready to walk the talk, because it's all good to hear, this needs to be done, that needs to be done. The what of 4 C's is all included in ULB. Everything that I told you, the 10 traits that are holding you back to collaborate is there in ULB. You will learn all that. You will learn everything that you need to learn as the what for the 4 C's. And then we'll take the next step forward. But this step is the first step. Even when people come to me for public speaking, which is another program that I have for 12 weeks, my request to them is, first do ULB. First learn effectiveness of communication, then we will learn how to create impact. Please remember that. Don't jump into creating impact without knowing how to be effective first. Relationships में अगर misunderstanding हो रही है तो impact का क्या फायदा? Stage पे खड़े होके 100 लोगों को impress करने का क्या फायदा? जब 2 लोगों से बात नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. We're not able to speak to 2 people, reach out to 2 people, but we want to stand on the stage and impress hundreds. That makes no sense. There is no essence in that. That's my thought. Okay? That's the mindset with which I have approached my life, and it has paid me off very well. Right? To kind of get to the basics and be honest to yourself, and then add finish to it. Then add impact. First, effectiveness, which you will learn in ULB. And once you complete that phase, I will tell you how to create impact. Now, we've only just begun. This is just the skill set. And then comes the mindset. Right? So what is the time? It's your time, Kiran. You learn in your time. So the first week, like Monday of the first week, you will get 5 chapters for 1 module. Each chapter needs to be done one chapter a day, 1 hour a day. Okay, I will explain all that when we go through the orientation. Basically, 1 chapter a day you need to do. That's all. And that chapter will take you an hour, 30 minutes of content and 30 minutes of your reflection, your introspection, and writing what you have learned. That's the process. So you will do this in your time. The only fixed time is 7 to 8 p.m. on Thursdays, where I'm going to meet you live. And you will get the recording if you miss any of these Thursday sessions for the month. All right, now don't make Christmas an excuse or New Year an excuse. Excuses बहुत जल्दी आते हैं हमारे mind में, right? But remember, you've committed to no excuses. So if you have some other reason to not do it, I would respect that more than to say, oh, not December, it's a festive month. It is a festive month. But how does that stop us from growing? I don't think it should. Do you agree? Give me agree in the chat. Yeah. Yeah. Only Thursday, I'm going to meet you to take up your questions, Kiran. And you will see me every day through the videos that I will share in the ULB content. All right. Agree? Wonderful. So let us celebrate Christmas together. I'm right here. We're going to have a little celebration if that falls on the Thursday or even otherwise. And New Year. And we will meet on 31st. And we will talk on 1st. We'll have fun, but we will never stop learning. These are not audio lectures. These are videos, Rajiv. These are all videos, all videos. Every content piece is a video. Even my interaction with the experts is a video. Right? I've also shared with you a few TED Talks, very important, which you need to learn related to the 4 C's. So Wait and watch. What I want to tell you is, once you take ULB, once you go through this program, you don't need to pick any other book on the 4Cs or watch any video. No other content is needed. Trust me, this will be more than enough. 5 chapters per week. Yes, Raj. 5 chapters per week, 1 chapter a day is what you will go through. That's it, which will take you 1 hour. Clear? Okay. So if you're clear about this and you're ready to learn about the mindset and what will help you to shift the mindset, give me a ready once again in the chat. And I must congratulate you for your amazing level of patience. Those who have stayed with me till now are the ones I want to mentor. Let me tell you that. Because I need to see that appetite, and everybody doesn't have the appetite. So I'm always absolutely okay with this. Let the number trickle. I anyways want to work with a handful of people. And when you commit to work on your mindset and shift your mindset, is when I start working with you closely. Is when we talk every day. Right? We work very closely, and I will be your coach throughout this journey of you shifting your mindset, which I will help you to achieve in just 1 year's time, which is the shortest time you can imagine to shift a mindset that has been created all these 30, 40, 50 years, whatever your age is today. Are you with me? Right, Batul? So if you've lived like 40 years of our life, 40 years of experiences and education has created the mindset I have today. How do I change that? It doesn't change because I want to change it. I need to apply the same thing again. Method, mentor, mastermind. I need these 3 support systems for me to be able to shift the mindset. So let me first tell you, what are the 4 systems you have to learn to change your mindset? Okay. I'm going to open a whiteboard and I want you to start making these notes, okay? So that you understand what we are talking about. This is a journey from 2x to 10x. Remember, this is a transformational journey we're talking about. What is transformational journey? Moving from 10x to 2x. Now, what is 2x? 2x is when you want more, when you want to do more. In 10x, you actually do less. Why? Because as against quantity, which is a 2x mindset, you start looking at quality, which is a 10x mindset. Are you understanding? And when you start looking at quality, you don't need too many numbers. That's why I said, I want to work with a handful. If you ask me, I want 10, not more than 10 people to work with, because I'm going to spend 1 year with you. And this is going to be a lot of serious work and fun work at the same time. It'll be easy, but it will be consistent. Every day, 10 minutes, every day, 10 minutes. And you will see a version 2.0 of yourself by the end of this 1 year. Once I tell you what the systems are, what needs to be learned, and then my method to get you there. But look at this. 2x is where you are in your comfort zone, right? What are you trying to do? You're trying to become better, right? That's what you're trying to do. That's a 2x growth. What is 10x? Is when you are in the growth zone. That's what 10x means. When you don't just want to be better, you want to be different. That is the difference between 2x and 10x. Are you understanding what I'm trying to tell you here? So what is 2x? 2x is linear growth, right? 10x is exponential growth. It's exponential. You need to become a different you to grow 10x. There is no other way. You need to destroy the good and create the great. You need to let go of 2x to create 10x. You need to let go of 80% that you keep focusing on, which gives you only 20% value. Instead, focus on that 20% value, 20% task, which is giving you 80% value. Very difficult to lose this 80%, let me tell you. Why? Because it keeps us in our comfort zone. It keeps us busy, but not productive. Productive is 10x. Busy is 2x. And busy and productive are 2 extreme poles of a scale. Extreme poles. If you're busy, you're not productive. If you're productive, you don't have to be busy. You don't have to work and slog, like we say, slog your beep off. You don't need to do that. You work lesser because you work quality. You work in a way that pushes you out of your comfort zone towards growth. From quantity to quality, from doing more to doing less, from better to different, from linear to exponential, from 80% to 20%. That really matters. there is something to be learned to create this shift of mindset first from 2x to 10x. Are you getting this? Are you with me? Say with you in the chat, please. The course duration, Kiran, is 1 month. Sorry, I'm just reading your comment right now. ULB course is for 1 month, my dear. Every C will take you a week to complete and master. You will master 1 C at a time. That's how it works, right? More on this on 1st of December. I know I will see you there. So see me there. I'll clarify all your doubts. Wonderful. I want to congratulate everyone who's already registered. Jordan, amazing courage. I love this attitude, of being clear about what you want to do and not sitting on the fence. My humble request, don't sit on the fence till later than tonight. Take midnight. But don't waste your time sitting on the fence. Either it's a yes or a no. Khatam baat. Right? If it is a yes, you should know what to do next. If it is a no, you should know what to do next. But doing something next is very important. Otherwise, you wasted the last 3 days. I'm sorry to say. Because you're just gathering some more how to. There is no value in that. Value is about to be created now when you take action towards the learning, right? So wonderful. Thank you. Okay, let's get into the mindset to understand how to create the mindset. Please be ready with your notebooks. We're going to do some work for the next 15 minutes. And these 15 minutes are very crucial. So I want your 100% attention. Do I have your 100% attention? Give me 100% in the chat, please. Jairam, welcome to my tribe. Very, very happy to have you. Very, very happy. Thank you for making that decision. Wonderful. Nandita, you're 100% ready? Will it be in the morning? What will be in the morning, my dear? 1 hour, Kiran, 1 hour Thursday is 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's in the evening, right? It's in the evening. That's on Thursdays. All right, wonderful. So now that you're 100% ready, I'm going to take you back to my mind map, and I need you to create the same for yourself. What are the 4 systems which will help you to shift your mindset? You need to work on each one of these 4 systems. Okay? Sorry, let me share once again. All right, so I'm going to close skill set. You know the 4 skills. Let's look at the mindset. The first system that will help you to shift the mindset is mental immunity. Mental immunity that can help you to be resilient. That teaches you how to take responsibility. That teaches you how to let go. How to not waste time holding grudges and grievances. That teaches you how to deal with ego, the biggest monster we have created for ourselves. That teaches you where is this deep-rooted behavior coming from which is not working for me. That is mental immunity, which is the first system you need to learn. Right? And this will help you to think 10x. Got it? Now, what's the second system? The second system is people mastery. People mastery will help you to lead like a transformational leader. You have to understand people. And as much as you're understanding people, you need to understand yourself first. You need to transform yourself before you can transform anybody else. Let's be clear about that, right? We've got to transform ourselves before we can transform anybody else. So people mastery includes you, by the way. The first thing that you need to do in people mastery is to identify your limiting beliefs and learn how to break out of them. Your beliefs about money, growth, success, all these limiting beliefs have to be identified first. You don't know them as well as you might think you do. We've got to go levels deeper to identify the limiting beliefs you have, then learn how to break out of them and change them into empowering beliefs. The second thing would be then to question our limiting beliefs about people. First, your own limiting beliefs about self, then people. Another thing you will learn in people mastery that you must learn is how to not judge others. Very difficult. Very difficult. The moment I started the session, many of you judged me. Is that right? Say right in the chat. Let's be honest, okay? And I'm fine with that because we all keep judging each other all the time. In a few seconds. Whatever that judgment is, don't tell me what that is, okay? But just tell me right in the chat if you judged me when we started the session. Absolutely. The moment we see somebody, subconsciously we start judging people. And that judgment clutters and blurs our ability to make wise decisions. We are not able to think clearly because of these judgments. We've got to learn how to drop judgments, how to not judge other people. and how to not feel judged by them. Because let me tell you something. Listen to this carefully because it's about to happen. Especially if you are going to work on the mindset, and transform yourself to 10x growth. A lot of people around you will not like it. They will not like it because you're not doing what is obviously the right thing to do, what everybody else is doing. And what is everybody else doing? They are trying to grow 2x. So when you make these bizarre decisions that I'm going to let go of 80% of things that are adding to my revenue, people are going to question you. Are you like out of your mind? What's wrong with you? Are you understanding? They're not going to like the fact that you're thinking so big. You earn a crore a year. And are you saying that you want to now earn a crore a month? You must be out of your mind. But that is 10x mindset for me. Why not? Why not create an impossible goal? Because anything is impossible until we do something to make it possible. Do you agree? Give me agree in the chat. Let me say this again. Whatever you consider is impossible only until you find the right conditions and support to make it possible. 1 crore a year is what I'm earning today. Can I earn 1 crore a month? Yes. Is it easy? No. Is it impossible? It might look impossible to me right now. It's impossible until 1, 2, 3, 4 things happen. I don't do most of the things that I do, which makes me earn less by spending more time. Maybe I will do things which takes less time but makes me earn more and multiply that. Are you understanding? So what is 1 crore a month? Just a number. As much as 1 crore a year is. What does it take? Shifting your mindset, thinking differently, thinking 10x. And I'm going to teach you how to think 10x, how to think big and make the big happen. Just not think big, but make it happen. First, think big because उसमें भी courage चाहिए. वो सबके बस की बात नहीं है. Not everybody can think big. So you might lose people, let me tell you. And hence you have to learn to not judge yourself. Everybody might call you crazy, but you know that crazy is good. I am mad and I'm signing up for it. I don't want to live a small life. I want to live a grand life, make a difference. That's what I want to do. And so the path is not going to be very cliche. It's not going to be something that people can digest. But I can. And that's what people mastery is all about. That's the system to learn. The third system is emotional maturity. Emotional maturity means learning how to manage your emotions, especially 3 critical emotions: anger, love, guilt. How to manage your anger, how to manage love, understand love. Imagine that also needs to be managed. There is a lot that needs to be learned about what is love and what it is not. And guilt, which is an absolute waste of time. And we all carry guilt. Is that right? Give me a right in the chat. Some guilt, small, big. Oh, if I could have cracked that CA exam, my life would have been different. I'm guilty of wasting my time with girls when I should have been studying. I'm guilty of not taking care of my parents the way I would like to. I'm guilty of shouting at my kids when they were younger. Whatever. There's a long list, right, of things that we're guilty about. And each one of this is taking away our energy to create 10x value. So what do we need to do? Address them head on. And there's a way to do that. So that's emotional maturity, when you learn how to manage your emotions. And the fourth system that helps you to grow 10x is planning your exponential growth, which happens in 2 ways. 1, by managing stress, and 2, by understanding freedom. You got it? So first, we've got to learn how to manage stress. Stress will always be there, but stress is for a good reason. It helps us as well. We've got to understand how to look at stress. Second, we have to understand and appreciate freedom and create healthy space in relationships. That's what we need to learn in the fourth system, which is exponential growth. That's when all of this starts coming together. So we open our mind by learning how to think 10x, and then we enhance our ability to get there. Learn how to deal with ourselves and people, learn how to manage emotions, become emotionally mature, and then we plan our exponential growth by bringing in freedom. Freedom in what? Freedom in more time. Valuing your time. Freedom in terms of the money that you want to earn. Whatever that money is, whatever that number is, why not? Why not? Why do you want to earn that much money? Because why not? That's my answer. Like, why do you want 1 crore a month? Because why not? And a serious answer to that is that if I have that much more as a resource, I can do that much more. in terms of whatever I want to do to make a difference around in the world, isn't it? I'll still eat 2 chapatis thrice a day, but that much money will get me into the right circles to create the right impact that I want to create. And so why not 1 crore a month? Why not 10 crores a month? Why not? And that freedom comes with 10x growth. Freedom for your time, freedom for money, freedom for relationships. In your relationships, the freedom to be who you are will come in when you create that 10x mindset. Are you with me? And that's when you start identifying with your purpose a lot more than how you do today. Abhi bahut esoteric lagta hai. What is the purpose of my life? I don't know, boss. All I know is I have to go to office tomorrow, whether I like it or not. I purpose अब बाद में देखेंगे. But जितना हम purpose समझ लेंगे, जितना जल्दी, उतना everything else will start making more sense. And you will understand that as we explore this journey and prepare the mindset in the right manner. Making sense? Say MS in the chat. Making sense? Say MS. It makes sense. You want to see the chart again? Okay, I'm going to show you the chart again in a different format. Okay, I'm going to show you what the systems look like. Right? Make sense? Wonderful. All right. So I have a question here for you. Very simple and straightforward question. Straightforward. How many of you are willing to invite me as your coach to play an active role in your results and taking responsibility for your 10x growth? Because I will. And let me tell you this again very clearly. I need 10 minutes of your time for the next 1 year. And your year starts from 1st December, not 1st January. Why waste December? When we can work from December onwards and in fact do some spade work before the year starts, right? Your year starts from 1st of December because life is going to change from here on with the work that you will do. 10 minutes of reflection every day will become a part of your life. Meditation every day will become a part of your life. That is the effort. The time is 10 minutes every day. The effort is to follow the instructions that I will give you. And I promise you there'll be simple instructions. Easy to do. Easy to do. Your mind will create resistance, but you need to go beyond that. Remember, leaders don't give in to feelings. Right? We go beyond feelings. We acknowledge the feeling. I don't feel like doing it, but we still do it. Like how you did what you're doing right now. You showed up all 3 days for this program, right? Maybe you didn't feel like doing it. Maybe not yesterday, maybe not today, but you're here. And that's what makes all the difference. Is it possible to show the whiteboard notes? Okay, Lawrence, if you find value in that, we'll add it to the WhatsApp group. Okay, we'll share it with you. All right, so if you're ready to work with me, I need you to do 2 things. Number 1, come in with 100% commitment because I have nothing less to offer. I'm going to offer my 100% and I work very hard. I will work very closely with this small group and I really do want small group. I'm looking at max 10 people, right, who I'm going to work with closely for the next 1 year. Now, this program is what I call as Upskilling Leadership Mastery. It's a step-by-step guide to develop 10x mindset. And when you work on the mindset, you need to bring in these 4 systems. So here is the mind map again in a different format. The first system is mental immunity, on which we will spend 4 months, first 4 months. The next 2 months, we will work on people mastery. I will work with you on your limiting beliefs. I will get you out of these I am not good enough beliefs that you have. And I will tell you how to not judge others or yourself. What is the method to stop judging? It's not easy, but it's possible. The third system is emotional maturity. I will teach you how to manage and overcome anger, how to attract more love, how to drop the guilt so that you can use and channelize that energy to create 10x growth. And then we come to exponential growth creation by working on stress, by understanding freedom, and then bringing all the 4 systems together in the last month that will help you to create a roadmap for 10x growth for yourself. This is the method. Now, how am I going to do this with you? Here is the structure. It starts with daily guidance. Every day, 10 minutes, I will give you some thought-provoking question or thought in the group. And you need to, there's a question, you need to reflect upon that question. Every day, 10 minutes, your time. First thing in the morning, last thing in the day, you decide. Right? So every day, I'm going to give you a question and you need to answer that question. You will see the magic at the end of 1 year. Just follow. Remember, great followers become great leaders. I want to see how good a leader you are. If you can follow, you're a good leader. And if you continue following, you will become a great leader. That I promise. So every day, 1 question, 10 minutes, no big ask. No big ask. Then there are master classes every week, 52 weeks. I'm going to meet you and take you deeper with various spiritual principles and leadership principles that you will learn from me. This is every Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. live with me for 52 weeks, starting 1st December. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We also have 2 retreats. I'm going to talk about that when we meet in the orientation. That's going to be like your vacation time, okay? Your, what do we say? The wellness vacation kind of an experience you're going to have. A lot of learning, but you will be taken care of completely and you will just rejuvenate after those retreats. So 2 retreats in this 1 year. And every single Friday, I will meet you 8 to 9 p.m. for a masterclass to take you deeper. You will get recorded masterclasses on each one of these modules that I mentioned, each one of the systems, which will come to you on 15th of every month. So don't worry. In short, it's self-paced learning. You will plan your time. Every day, 10 minutes is the time I want from you. Once a month, 1 hour is the masterclass recorded that you will go through, which is 15th of every month. And separately, to support you in this journey and to take you deeper, I have committed every Friday 1 hour to you all for the entire 1 year. So I'm going to be with you as your coach, as your mentor, to ensure that you shift your mindset and come up with a very clear 10x growth plan by the end of this year. Every month, you will bring this learning into use through monthly projects. Don't worry about the word project, because I don't believe in wasting time making fancy presentations. This is not a public speaking course or a presentation skill course where I'll be worried about how you present. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you have identified where to apply the learning I'm going to give you through masterclasses. That's important. So in the project presentation day, you will come and share that, okay, this is what I learned and this is how it has helped me in my life. That's it. That's your project. Every month, we're going to bring the learning into life consciously. So daily guidance, weekly masterclasses, and monthly projects. Now, what you will get with ULM is ULB as well. So you get the 4 systems: mental immunity, people mastery, emotional maturity, and exponential growth, plus ULB. So you don't have to pay separately for ULB. Now, if you have already registered, then we will adjust that amount against ULM if you wish to go ahead with ULM, which is the course that will help you to shift your mindset. Clear? Are we clear? Give me a clear in the chat. You're clear about what I'm saying? Right? So Amitav, for example, Jaya, Sugita, welcome to the tribe. All of you who've taken ULB already, you will get ULM with this price adjusted in the fees, right? So this will get adjusted, and if you wish to go ahead with ULM. All right. So what is the time? 10 minutes every day, 1 hour once a day. Effort for you to bring this knowledge into action and share that project. In terms of the investment, is highly substantiated and brought down to a level where it again doesn't become a showstopper for you. But before I tell you the price, there are 2 more courses which come complimentary, which have to be used in the right way. These are not just some freebies that you are going to collect. We will use each one of these very meaningfully, right? Very strategically. One is a one-on-one coaching call with me anytime in the year. This one-on-one coaching call can have any purpose. This is a personalized coaching call between you and me for an hour. That's complimentary with ULM. The second thing is a course on guided meditation that I have curated. There are 7 meditations ranging from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. And you can choose whatever meditation that you want to go through as long as you meditate every day. Of course, you can use any other source to meditate as well, but you get this complimentary 7 set of guided meditations, which are very, very powerful and will be handy for you if you download the app and get access to the course content through the app. So the value for the entire offering, which is ULM, which includes the 4 systems, which includes ULB, which includes the meditation course, 7 set of guided meditations, and which includes one-on-one coaching call with me, and access to mastermind, and all the bonuses that you get with ULB are also with ULM. All of that is for 2,84,991. This is for 1 year, remember, and that is brought down to just 1 lakh plus taxes. Now, there are multiple ways to pay. If you want to pay at one go, fantastic. I would recommend you do that so that it's out of our way. But there are some monthly plans and EMI plans and all of that Dharini and my team can help you with. So if you want to figure out how you want to do this, reach out to them. But my humble request is for you to consider investing this much in yourself this year. You're starting 1st December. Give this to yourself as a birthday gift. Trust me, this will be the best gift you will ever give to yourself because it's going to change your life. And it's not me who's going to do that. You will do that. You will do that by following the method, by following the structure, by being a part of a mastermind community. Now here, SCL Mastermind is one of the communities that you have access to. You also become a part of the ULM family. All the people who've done ULM till date, all the people who have showed their readiness to grow 10x are going to meet you on the other side. And they will share their inspiring stories of transformation with you, which will tell you that it's possible. It's possible, even though it sounds insane. Whatever I plan to do is possible. And you will also know how to make it possible. Right? So I just want to share with you a few experiences that we have collated and put together with all our heart, because this is filled with emotions once again. So with your permission, can I share a short video with you where people are sharing their experience of this ULM course? Do you get a certificate, Nandita? Yes, you get a certificate by the end of this program. And this is a very personal space that we create for 1 year. So you will have a lot more of me if you're excited about that, because I'm really excited about working closely with this group. Okay, so can I just share with you a video that captures the emotions of people who have experienced this course? And of course, this is not the full group. There are many people who've done ULM, but we've just captured a few experiences. With your permission, can I play it out? Give me a yes in the chat, please. Yeah, thank you so much, because I want to respect their feelings and your time. So please go through what we have to share here and what experiences they've had with the course. Let's hear them out.
I enrolled for the course. I was very confused. I didn't know anything about the course. I didn't know anything about SBY either.
But I don't know why. I just signed up for it. I was very honestly not sure how the finances will come, but suddenly I got all the money that I needed for this course. So probably universe wanted me to do it.
And this is amazing journey. It's just a self-revelation.
The depth of understanding that you gave us during that session I had a lot of expectations, and I knew this is something special that was going to happen.
Definitely, it helps us to heal, release our own rot, and become more lighter, become more connected.
It's a great experience. What last 1 year, which we met online, we discussed over a phone.
When I plunged into it initially, बहुत seriously, एकदम मस्त book, char color pen and all that started. But gradually, when I moved into it and when I actually started unleashing the onion peels which were there inside me, I realized a lot of me which I felt I knew I didn't.
This really helped me maybe know myself better and know that I have my own strength. So I am my own strength. Nobody can give me that strength. So I have to stand up to each and every moment that is there. That has really helped me.
So we always having this complaint about like the time management. We don't have time, but you gave us that time back to us.
A lot of reflections and awareness, a lot of tools to figure out how do you reflect, how do you work upon those reflections.
How to vent out our frustrations, our stress. It's amazing. It's mind-boggling. It's all kind of different experience.
The depth into which we went and dissected it, like it was like peeling of an onion, wherein you go deeper and deeper, and then finally at the core you get the message.
Completely at a different level, happening at various stages with each and every session going on.
Given me better clarity about myself, the relations, how I nurture these relations, and not to judge anybody.
The changes that I had seen in each of them when we started in Jan compared to the point when we came into December, the transformation was completely at a different level, happening at various stages with each and every session going on.
For me, guilt, forgiveness, all these classes meant 360-degree turn on what I am today.
Overall, it has been a great course. This is a course that I feel I should have done a long time ago, but having done now, I need to take this up. In fact, all those projects, I've created an Excel sheet in 3 pages where I've written all the questions. I'll be going back to them, to these questions, and trying to see whether I can do much more on this, and I'm sure I'll be able to do with the reflection that I've got.
What you get is more than you're investing, much, much more than you're investing.
I would be wrong if I say you connect with the heart. I don't think ULM connects to heart. Kidney, pancreas, your small intestine, large intestine. I think every part of your bloody body gets connected. Heart is just the tip of the iceberg.
Thanks to my colleagues, Yukti ma'am, who actually guided me. And like she says, that you think you made a choice, but you didn't make a choice. You were transferred here.
Thank you very much. You have been a great help. You have been an amazing support structure for us. You silently, you pushed us. You didn't give us the solutions, but you showed us a way for the solutions, and it's opened up a lot of possibilities.
And my hope is 2023 onwards, the journey is going to be beautiful for each soul who's here and who's already completed ULM, because that's the family we're getting into. Thank you.
Yes, ULM is a family which is an extension to my own family, a family very close to my heart. Because we work together, we cry together, we laugh together, and we grow together. So it's a journey that takes some bit of courage. And once you take that first step, from there on, I take over. But the first step has to be yours, with your willingness and 100% commitment. Because as I said, I'm coming in with my 100%. So I want yours. Fair deal? Fair? Is that fair? Give me a fair in the chat, right? That's a fair ask. I'm putting in my 100%. I want yours. We have the link in the chat. If you are ready to take this step towards transforming your life by shifting your mindset, then you should sign up right away. When you sign up for ULM, we will not start with ULB at the same time. I will tell you when to start ULB, even though you will get access to ULM within this cost. Are you with me? You've got this? Tarun, Sandeep, everyone, you've got this? So you're getting access to both the courses, but we're not going to start both together. I will tell you when to do what. You just get started, put your hand up, ensure you've registered, and then let me take over. On 1st of December, 8 o'clock is the orientation for ULM. You don't need to come at 7 o'clock for ULB. Come at 8 o'clock. I will tell you what to do with ULM and ULB both. For those who have registered for ULM, we will meet at 8 o'clock on 1st of December. If you are going ahead only with skill set and you're not ready to shift your mindset just yet, then we have a ULB orientation where I will see you at 7 o'clock on 1st December. Are we clear? Give me a clear in the chat. Am I able to reach out to you? Let me get a confirmation that I'm clear about what I'm saying, right? So right now you need to make a small deposit of 10,000 using this link, and we can settle the payment later on. There's enough time to do that as long as you're willing. If you're willing, we'll figure out how to do what needs to be done. All right, wonderful. So thank you so much. With that, we conclude the 3 days Transformational Leadership Program. And I do hope that you're taking away something from this program. And most importantly, you're taking away the essence of leadership, the understanding of it, and the willingness to not just become an effective, but a transformational leader. I would love to know your takeaways, just as how you've been sharing in the WhatsApp group beautifully. By the way, I think this batch is exceptional with how you've articulated your learning. Make sure that happens again today, because I really look forward to it. The moment I end the session here, I go on WhatsApp and I check what you guys have written, and that means a lot to me. So if you've taken away something from these 3 days, I would love to know what that something is. Elaborate as much as you can so that I know I've reached out well. I hope this was a good use of your time. If you have any questions, you can stay back. Otherwise, allow me to thank you once again for your amazing, amazing participation and presence in my life. Hopefully, it's not a short one. Hopefully, we've just started the journey together, and I will continue to see you for a month if it is ULB, and for a year and much longer if you have the courage to sign up for a shift in the mindset through ULM journey. So I'm waiting to host you, hold you, guide you, mentor you, and coach you if you are ready to put your trust in me. I'm hoping that happens real soon. And with that, you also become a tribe of masterminds, and that tribe is forever. So even after your ULB course is done, you remain a mastermind and you continue learning from the mastermind group. So with that, I conclude this session officially, the program called Transformational Leadership. Thank you so much for signing up and showing up for yourself. It means a lot. Thank you. God bless you all. You can go ahead and enjoy your evening. And before you do that, please put your takeaways in the WhatsApp group once again. Thank you so much. If you have any questions related to any of the 2 courses, you may stay back. I'm right here for you.